Assassin's Creed Project Infinity is something we've known about for quite a long time now. Ubisoft announced it all the way back in the summer of 2021, and I even made a video when that announcement first happened, calling it the death of Assassin's Creed. I know, it's a bit dramatic. But the way they were describing Infinity was so weird. They were drawing comparisons to Fortnite, they were talking about focusing on live service and free-to-play games, and considering that was quite the opposite a lot of the fans wanted for the future of the series, there was a bit of an outrage. We thought maybe this could be a live service game with multiple games and settings baked into it that maybe change after a certain period of time. There was all sorts of theories, but at the showcase, Ubisoft hit us with the biggest plot twist nobody saw coming.
Codename Infinity. Where are we with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se.
Not an actual game? Yeah, so it turns out Infinity is actually going to be a hub/launcher that connects all of the Assassin's Creed games in one place. It's going to be designed to look like the Animus, where you can choose which time period or storyline you want to jump into across all the different AC games. Apparently, it's going to have free and paid content and or smaller games added to it as time goes by, and even a multiplayer game named Project Invictus, which is supposed to be like a big crossover between all AC settings and characters. So we could have Altair fighting Arno or Bayek fighting Connor, which I'm not gonna lie is probably the thing I'm most excited for when it comes to Infinity. I've been waiting for multiplayer to make a comeback to this series for so long, or at the very least some form of co-op like Unity's. The multiplayer in Brotherhood and Black Flag was really fun, and if Invictus can deliver something like that, I'd be thrilled. It sounds like they're already considering making the multiplayer game free to play, so you already know that it's going to be full of microtransactions, battle passes, season passes, passes for the passes, boosters, time savers, the full 9 yards. Ubisoft's been dying to have a popular free-to-play live service game like Epic Games for the longest time now, and this is finally their best opportunity with their most popular IP in Assassin's Creed. But I really hope this multiplayer game can actually deliver, and I'm just hoping there won't be any pay-to-win stuff with the microtransactions. Now back to Infinity and the hub it's going to bring. I think it's an interesting idea. To be honest, I don't think it's that necessary, but it sounds kind of cool. And I like the idea of having it be Animus themed, like you're an actual Abstergo employee. I swear, Ubisoft is actually Abstergo in real life in disguise. It's been right under our noses this entire time. They're just waiting in the dark to control all of us and make us buy Valhalla skins. Apparently, Infinity is also going to be where all the modern day storylines are for the series, which doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I guess there's going to be an option to play the other Assassin's Creed games, but only the past storylines and not the modern day. I mean, as long as there's still the option to play them with the modern day, I think that's fine, especially for those who want to replay the games but don't want to be bogged down by the slower modern day sections, especially in games like Unity. It'd be nice to have the option to skip those sections if you don't want to play through them. However, it almost sounds like it's possible that all the modern day stories from now on will be in Infinity. I hope that's not the case. I'm one of the people who believe the modern day storyline in these games is a very important and integral part of the series. So if they stop putting modern day stories in these new games because they're all going to be in Infinity, I wouldn't be too happy with that. They're also going to bring all the encyclopedia, Animus stuff from the other games into Infinity to make it all feel coherent, which is nice. I heard that in Infinity, the player is supposed to feel like the main character, as you have all these options to go through different time periods and experience all these characters' memories. So maybe there will be some form of character creator as well, which in concept sounds pretty neat, but again, I think I'd prefer an actual character to follow, like a Desmond or Layla. But the idea of you being the person who's going through the Animus admittedly sounds quite intriguing as well. As a whole, I just really don't know how to feel about Infinity right now. Some of it sounds promising. Again, I'm mostly just excited for Project Invictus, and the rest sounds interesting, but I don't really think we needed a hub or launcher for the series. And if they change the modern day stories and remove them from the newer games, then that's a grave mistake in my opinion. Infinity is supposed to be released with Assassin's Creed codename Red, which is the feudal Japan game set to come out after Mirage, so we don't have to wait too long before we see what Infinity looks like. And according to Mark Alexi Cote, I'm sorry if I butchered that, Infinity is going to continue to grow and evolve over time. Again, Again, I'm still not really sure how to feel about it, but let me know in the comments what you guys think of Project Infinity so far, and if you're excited for the potential it could bring to this series. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you considered leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you're new. And other than that, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day, Assassins.